The negative effects of the online disinhibition effect is a problem with today's digital communication because it causes people to say things in cyberspace that they wouldn't normally say to others in a face-to-face situation. As a result, this leads to online attacks, including racism and cyberbullying. Sometimes, disinhibition presents itself as seemingly harmless internet usage. Perhaps you've seen something on Facebook recently that made you think that is just way too much information. This is one of the benign effects of disinhibition. But more often than not, the online disinhibition effect produces crude, hurtful language, anger, harsh criticisms, and even threats. With more and more communication happening online, people get used to having their conversations virtually, and this makes them more comfortable making taboo comments and attacking people online. As psychologist John Suhler writes in his article, The Online Disinhibition Effect, there are several factors that cause this effect, including dissociative anonymity, invisibility, and asynchronicity. These factors are the ones most closely related to the negative effects of online disinhibition. The anonymity that comes with usernames, email addresses, and Twitter handles allows people to separate from their true selves and say what they want to say because nobody knows who they are and they won't face any consequences. The internet also allows for invisibility. Users can't see who they are communicating with and vice versa. Invisibility brings courage to say and do things out of character. Lastly, online interaction happens asynchronously. The fact that it isn't happening in real time gives users a chance to think about what they want to say. Suhler compares this to saying something and then running away. A message is put out there and then left behind, and thus people don't have to confront what they said immediately and are more likely to use harsh language and make inappropriate commentary. One of the troubling consequences of online disinhibition is racism. In her article, Glitch Racism, Networks as Actors Within Vernacular Internet Theory, Lisa Nakamura discusses a concept called the Greater Internet Fuckwad Theory, or simply, the gift. She states, this theory makes online racism out to be an effect of the internet's abilities to provide both cover and alibi, asserting that it is inevitable, natural, and normal, given these conditions to produce racist discourse. Because of anonymity, invisibility, and asynchronicity that causes disinhibition, people are more likely to make racist comments online because they feel there is no immediate victim, and the gift excuses these actions as people acting inane and marking it as a cause of the technology, not the person. Nakamura calls this glitch racism, something that is a small malfunction of the system. The problem with this is that it normalizes and excuses online racism, labeling it as not real racism. But online racism is still racism. Disinhibition makes it easier for racism to flourish and does not help the fight for equality we are continually battling in today's society. The anonymity and invisibility that comes with online disinhibition only serves to keep racism alive, but because it is digital, many people don't see this as a problem. Another consequence of the online disinhibition effect is cyberbullying, bullying that takes place electronically, most notably amongst youths. Many people are affected by cyberbullying, and because of the fast-growing nature of technology, outlets for bullying only continue to multiply. The factors that cause the disinhibition effect make it easier for bullies to taunt their subject without anyone else knowing. Anonymity, invisibility, and asynchronicity make it more private and safer for them to criticize. For the victims, this often leads to poor academic performance, fear, drug use, depression, and as we have certainly seen in media, suicide. For example, Megan Meyer, a 13-year-old from Missouri, hanged herself because her online boyfriend she met via MySpace started to speak cruelly to her and broke up with her. It was later discovered that the person behind the account was actually the mother of a friend with whom Megan had a falling out, and she created the account to seek revenge on behalf of her daughter. Cyberbullying is personal, and like racism, is an issue of equality. Everyone should have equal access to the internet, and this includes feeling as safe as everyone else who is present online. The online disinhibition effect causes abuse of the internet. I am a huge fan of the internet and don't know what I would do without it, but the problems that stem from digital communication, like disinhibition, need to be addressed. The public needs more education about the implications of their online actions. With education about the effects of disinhibition, like racism and suicide from cyberbullying, people will learn to be held accountable for what they say on the internet. They will become aware that crude language and harsh criticisms, while not immediately recognizable, do have victims, whether it is an individual or society as a whole. In addition, websites with comment sections and even social media sites like Twitter should force their users to put their real names rather than screen names like Google Plus did, as to make people feel less anonymous. With proper education and developments towards removing online anonymity, the online disinhibition effect will hopefully only manifest itself as that annoying person on Facebook who shares way too much information.